Welcome to part 73 of GTA San Andreas, and we are about to get the final girlfriend of the game. And unlike Denise, who was actually mandatory in order for you to complete Los Santos, the girlfriend in question is actually optional. In fact, I could have completely skipped the heist in general and gone straight over to the next mission, but instead I am going to do the key to her heart, because it's really not that hard.
Now I know you blind, man, but you gotta see this.
Very clever. So what's the prognosis? Is this just going to be extremely difficult or next to impossible?
Hear me out on this, homie. Alright, the cash room is on the bottom level. There's a bunch of rooms and a tunnel under the whole building with access to the casino floors at either end of the complex. Alright? Now, security consists of CCTV, a key code access, and in places, a swipe card.
Hey, are you pointing again?
Oh, my bad. Have it.
Ah, don't worry. It's good practice for when we finally get a crew in on this.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, boss, this arrived for
Hey! Damn, man. Now we seen the plan.
Well, then we've got our first recruit. Come on in and shut the door.
Alright, cool. This the security card reader that Zero sent over. Now all we need to do is get one of those cards. Luckily, there's always one guaranteed weak link in any security setup. The human heart.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, as it stands, we are going to be doing yet another trailing mission. Thankfully, this is the last one of the game. See, the game is not that bad with trailing missions. There's only like 2 of them as opposed to like GTA 4. There's like several of them. That's not the point. The point of the matter is, this is going to be a trailing mission. However, it's not as bad as Snail Trail. At least you will be able to keep up with the target, and the spookometer's not that bad. However, it's where you park in order for you to even wait for the Croper that's the problem. Because if you drive up to where the Croper is, your car will disappear. So you're gonna have to literally get out of your car and walk up to the Corona. Because I've had my car disappear happening to me several times.
Another shift over. See you tomorrow.
Alright, the gist of this trailing mission, now that we've got our car available, is to make sure you're able to follow her. It is definitely lenient than what it is in Snail Trail, because at least Millie stops at red lights. And more importantly, cars tend to spawn in the parking lot if you just so happen to lose your car. And also keep an eye on her car that has an arrow on it, because there's also cars just like hers that will spawn like the one that just passed by me. Anyway, if you follow at this distance, you'll be able to follow her straight to her destination and to her house without any problems. Now for the girlfriend's regular date. I'm not sure about the dancing. The dancing is so-so. Oh God, I almost got caught. Oh God, I almost triggered the cops. But, as I was trying to say, the dancing with Millie, you basically have to take her to the Camel Toe, which is not too far from her house. Well, actually, it's pretty far from her house, but Millie gets bored easily. Also, she only eats at one fast food restaurant, which is right up the street from her house in Prickly Pine. And also driving dates. She hates driving dates. So yeah, we're about to go into our first stop. So we're gonna have to follow her straight into the store. But here's the thing. This should give you a good hint as to what she needs to please her. Oh, and you can't steal her car.
You swole as shit?
Wow, it's nice and tight.
I'm sure you'll squeeze in just fine. Let's have a look.
Perfect. Oh, hi, Benny. Yes, Master. I'm just trying it on. You got yours? Cool. I'll see you at my house in a short while.
Well, there's one thing you need to know. At least this game is censored to some degree. So I hopefully don't get pulled for nudity. However, there is one thing I can say. I'm glad this is just a PS2 version and not the PC version, which can have the hot coffee mod enabled. Now, the hot coffee mod, before I leave this place, is a mod where you can actually have, well, the hot coffee with the girlfriend. Yes. And I might as well bring this up now because for PC users, it's going to be hard to actually please Millie with that mod. Because Millie wants spankings. So showing up with the GIMP suit is not enough, unlike the PS2, the Xbox 360, and all the other versions where this game shows up that it's not PC. PC version, with the hot coffee mod, you have to wear the GIMP suit and spank her. And even if you actually date her the hard way, you still have to spank her. Because in order for her to actually receive full pleasure, you have to successfully spank her, and that's the hardest thing to do in the hot coffee mod. Unless you time your spankings correctly. So, yeah. That is basically the gist of Millie. And it's an extra 10% every time you visit her house. No, actually, it's just 10%. That's what I meant to say. It's 10% every time you visit her house with the GIMP suit. And after this mission, you start off with Millie at 30% like. So that means one more date. And actually, it's 20%, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 20% like. That means one more date and, or two more dates at least. And Millie would basically submit and let you enter her house with the key card. On that note, I might as well say that having a wink link like her in your line of work is definitely a security hazard. I cannot stress enough in order to tell people, hey, look, if you're going to get security keys, make sure that they have like some sort of watermark or something that can beat out decryptors or things like that. Because you'll never know what kind of employee you have. Case in point with Millie. But as I mentioned before, Millie only takes about 40% to let you in her house. Now we're almost at the part where we need to actually finish off somebody before he gets to Millie's house. Now, let's just wait till she... green light, good. Let's go. We're almost at her house anyway. Just a little bit more. And... wait, she's at a red light again? You know, it would be really messed up if a train actually appeared, and then I would have really lost her. I would have been pissed, but thankfully the red light comes before the train arrives. And she's off. Oh, and almost forgot one more thing. If you're going to have any sort of date with Millie, come between 1 and 6. Sorry about that, had to step off for a second to get something to drink. But anyway, now it's time for us to deal with the Gimp. The Gimp should be coming up the street. And I think that's him. It looks like an old man, but sometimes the Gimp would actually be wearing a Gimp suit. So let's take out the weapon of choice for this Gimp. And sometimes if you take too long, the notification will alert you that he's almost there.
Yeah, got a gun in your face.
Well, there goes the Gimp. Damn, he really was an old man. Oh shit. Now I feel bad for killing him. Nah, I'm just messing. Hello, Millie.
The door's open, Master. Come on in. I'm ready for you.
You've been a naughty girl.
Oh, I know. I know.
Spit it out, filthy worm.
You'll never break me.
Hey, if you good, I'll punish you more.
Oh, Benny, you minx.
I know a good drink you can see.
Honey, you are heartless. I love you.
There is another thing about this that kind of ticks me off. Every time you finish your date with Millie, you end up losing your Gimp suit. And if you want to go on another date with her, or should I say kinky date, you have to go back to your hideout and get the Gimp suit back on. And that can be rather annoying. Anyway, I'll see you guys when I get the key card.
And spank me.
My God, you are such a freak.
Honey, you are heartless. I love you.
Still better than Ride to Hell Retribution. Anyway, thanks to that, we got a phone call.
Millie, what's up?
Hey, Carl. Just called to say that last night was terrific.
Likewise, baby. Likewise.
Listen, I thought about that little scheme you told me about. Don't worry, I haven't told anybody, not even my mom. I've left the key card and the door code in my bedroom.
Millie, girl, you will not regret this.
I know, because I'm getting a cut, right?
Oh, for sure, baby, for sure. I'm gonna do you right.
Okay, you got it.
But first, I gotta save this. Be right back. And we are... wow. Let's see. Bull whips. Horse whips. Seesaw. As kinky as this is, it's still better than Ride to Hell Retribution. So, with that said, I am going to politely take this key. And, by the way, this is the first girlfriend's house we've ever been in. We're going to take this key, we're going to take the dildo, and we're going to try to get our minds off of this. And there's only one way to do that. And that is to simply go and get ourselves into a gym battle. Something we should have done in GTA San Andreas' Part 69. The original Part 69. That was lost forever. But that's okay. Time to actually show off the techniques on the gym leader. And these are the strongest techniques in the game. You've got yourself a punch combo. You also have a low blow combo that leads to a knee to a punch. And also, the kick that you have is probably the strongest downed kick that you actually have in the entirety of your set of moves that you've learned from the gym leader. And that is it, folks. I will see you guys in part 74 when we finally cap off the Truths mission. Even though it's under Woozy's belt. This is RVman985. See you guys next time.